Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is meribahMUA. Before we get started, don't forget to click that subscribe button and go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. We are reviewing the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam Palette and the Amrezy highlighter. I'm not gonna ramble too much because I do a little rambling in the beginning of when I start doing my makeup. So if you wanna see how I got to this look, then keep on watching. Alright, so getting started, we are using the Soft Glam palette. I did already use this palette once. I couldn't wait to film with it. I planned on filming like days ago, but I don't know. We are having so much stuff done in the house. It's just hard to film when the workers are here and like we're going through all this remodeling in the kitchen and there's a lot of banging noise and I feel awkward when they're here. But today they're just painting, and so now I feel like I can finally review this for you guys. So this is the Soft Glam palette. I ordered it off the Anastasia Beverly Hills website the day it was released. I also ordered the Anastasia and Amrezy highlighter. I'm sure all of you guys have seen this already. You've seen reviews, so it's probably not going to be, you know, a crazy different review from what you're hearing. But so this is what the highlighter looks like. Now, my only gripe, oh, sorry, my little baby wants to come on camera. Look at her dress, you guys. Isn't she so precious? So my only gripe about ordering off the website is it did come damaged. So let me show you. I'll be very careful. This shade here, the bronze shade, was completely broken, and you know, I was like, should I return it and I'll just exchange it or whatever. So I looked on the Anastasia Beverly Hills website, and their return policy is that they don't do exchanges. So basically I would have had to repurchase the palette that I already waited about a week and a half to receive, and then I would have to ship this one back. So I was thinking, well, I'll just keep this one and use it until I get the new one. And then I was reading the terms of the return policy, and it said if something is like used, they have the right to decline the return, or heavily used. And I'm thinking, well, what is heavily used? Does that mean used once or twice? Like, that's up for interpretation. So I was like, oh, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep it and I'm gonna repress it. How you repress eyeshadows is you just take 70% alcohol and you drop it into the eyeshadow after you've broken the eyeshadow, or it's already broken, you don't have to break it more. And then you just let it dry, and you can like press down with like a metal, whatever you can find around your house, and it'll just repress the eyeshadow. It won't repress to the quality that you receive, but it's better than having a broken shadow. So I don't have 70% alcohol. I only have 91 and 99% alcohol from doing, you know, special effects makeup. So I was a little peeved about that. So I have to go buy 70% alcohol to repress a single eyeshadow. I did reach out to Anastasia Beverly Hills customer service, and I never received a response. And I'm thinking, all right, I've been a long time customer. I'm pretty pissed off about that, but now I've just learned, order from Sephora and Ulta. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've had customer service issues directly ordering from a brand. When I ordered from ColourPop, same issue. I had broken shadows. They like didn't believe me, and it took them like months to resend me one single shadow. So I'm disappointed. I also tweeted at Anastasia Beverly Hills, and they were like, oh, email customer service. And I was like, I did, nobody's responded. So I will not be ordering directly from the website again when they do a launch. I will wait until it comes out in Sephora. It does suck because I want to receive product before you know, everybody else, so I can, you know, review it for you guys. And for myself, I am very impatient. But this kind of taught me that customer service in the beauty industry isn't where it needs to be, but when you use when you use the third-party vendors like Sephora and Ulta, Macy's, Nordstrom, you do have better customer service because they have more people working together to satisfy their customers. So just never had problems with that before, but I've never received a broken shadow from them either. I think the reason why the bronze shade Shatter 2 is because it was probably pressed looser than the other shades. These really shimmery shades are not going to be pressed super hard because they need to, you know, be able to pick up on the brush for the color pigment, so they're not going to press this as hard. I think people that ordered Subculture too, I think they had the same problem. So yeah, so I'm a little peeved, but I can still use it, just very sparingly. So the shades that I've played with already was, of course, like the orangey shades, like the orange soda, burnt orange, sienna, and rustic. And that's just kind of like my go-to look. So I think I'm gonna do something a little bit different today. But the goal of this palette is to be a more soft glam. So this, for me, this palette is perfect for, of course, bridal wear, like everybody's already said that. But I think for every day, because if you like to do, you know, a full beat, but you don't want your eyes to be crazy, like you don't work, you know, somewhere where you can wear blues and pinks and stuff like that, this palette, you can do all those really beautiful soft glam looks where you can still look very pretty and very glamorous, but it not be like in your face. It's more natural. I do think a lot of these shades you can find in other palettes, so if you already order, like for example, if you already own the Modern Renaissance palette, I don't really think, you know, you need this because a lot of the colors are repeated, I feel like. And then also like the Kylie Jenner bronze palette, the same orange and browns I feel like are in that palette that are in this, even the black. So I think the shades that you're getting the most, I guess, difference out of is the shimmery shades, which is the bronze, the one that's shattered, sultry, rose pink, and fairy. I'll try and like pop these up somewhere over here. But outside of that though, you probably don't need this palette. If you're not an Anastasia fiend like I am, like I have all the palettes except for I think a few of the first ones they released because I didn't even know who they were at that time. Now they're discontinued. I've tried to buy them. But yeah, so I think that you don't need this palette, honestly, because I think it's pretty repetitive. But if you love eyeshadow, you're a collector, you love Anastasia, I would definitely buy this. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing this eye look for you guys. And I'm gonna be using some of my staple brushes here. This is just a mix of like Morphe brushes and everything like that. I'm not gonna tell you each brush because it doesn't really matter. If you wanna know like particularly what brushes are my favorite from Morphe, comment down below and I will let you know. So I'm gonna go in first with the Tempera shade and I'm gonna use this as my eye compact. Just because this is right here and it's super easy. And as you guys can already see too, I did do my full face. I did, oh, sorry, drop that. I did do the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. I wanted to do a bolder brow today because I've been using the Benefit Precisely My Brow for a while and I was like, let me do a bold brow, okay? So we are gonna go in all over the lid with this shade Tempera. And true to Anastasia, this picks up a lot and there's gonna be fallout if you don't tap your brush. So we're just going all over the lid here and we're just buffing this on. And I also did already prep my eyelids with the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, you know the deal with that. Everything is gonna be listed below in the comment box. Not the comment box, oh my god, the description box. So here we go. I'm just gonna do a really easy everyday look for you guys because I want you guys to see that if you do buy this palette, this is something you can wear every single day, like to work, everything. Now, I think what I want to do, I want to build in my crease. So I'm actually gonna take the shade Cypress Umber, and this is like a cool tone brown, and I'm gonna build this right into the crease here. And we're just using the windshield wiper motion. Just going back and forth here, just building in that crease. And you can see these colors are pigmented, they apply very well. Comparing it to the Subculture palette, it's not as patchy. You just get really even color with this. And honestly, I might have a little bit of another color left on this brush because it looks like there's almost like two tones, which is hilarious, but whatever. Okay. So you can see how well that blended. It's not too patchy. I think eyeshadows are always going to be kind of patchy because it depends on the brush you're using, where you first place your color, everything like that. But you can see, not too bad. So now I'm taking the shade Dusty Rose with this brush here, and I'm going to go over that crease shade. I think I'm feeling like this darker look because I'm wearing black today, and it'll just go. But still, this is like, you could wear this every day if you like a darker eye look. Alright, so the next, all over the lid here, I'm going to take this shade Rose Pink, and I'm gonna apply it with a flat brush, like so. And I'm gonna apply this on the lid. I wanna get it in the corner. So almost like doing like a cut crease. And then I'm just kind of winging it out at the end. Now with the shade Mulberry, I'm gonna put that in the corner here and just build this corner. And this Mulberry shade is almost like a burgundy shade. I'm kind of just like built the color up, and it looks all crazy. So I haven't actually buffed it out. And I had a little bit of fallout, so I'm just sweeping that away. And then I'm taking the shade Dusty Rose again, and I'm gonna blend this out and smooth over that where I just put that darker shade. And I'm just like really trying to diffuse. Make it look. I always feel like my eye looks look like shit until I do underneath the eye. So I am going to pull that Mulberry shade down underneath my eye. And I'm just doing it like in the corner here. I'm not pulling it all the way. So just like almost to the middle, but not quite. Okay. And then with like a fluffy brush here, I'm gonna take the shade Sienna, and I'm gonna buff this out. Then with this big fluffy blending brush here, I am just gonna buff out the corner here, just to diffuse the end of the eyeshadow a little more. Now in the corner of the eye, I'm gonna take the shade Glistening, and I am going to pop that in the corner just to make that stand out even more. And this shade Glistening is really pretty. I feel like it almost has like a pink hue in it. So it's like a gold and pink, almost a rose gold. It's really pretty. And then I'm also taking a Glistening right underneath the brow. So you can see it blends pretty well. And this is a darker look that you can do out of this palette. But I'm gonna go put on my eyeliner and my eyelashes and I'll be right back. Alright, so I put on some Lily lashes and mascara, and I did use a little bit of a lip liner and some Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss. And now for the biggest moment is the highlight. Now I want to show you guys this highlight. I'm sure you've all seen it already, all over the internet. But here she is. Oh my god. Look how pretty it is. It's so beautiful. Okay, seriously though, this highlighter is a lot different than other highlighters that I have. And I do have like most of the glow kits by ABH. But this one just doesn't add any texture or anything to your face. It just makes everything look wet. So I'm gonna take this Spectrum brush here and I'm just gonna rub it along. And you can see there's like no powder flick off. Well, a little bit. But when you put it on, it's just got a really pretty, healthy glow. And do this side. So some people that have fair skin were saying that this is too gold for them. So I was like a little worried because I have pink undertones. But I don't know if it's the way that I bronze my face, but I don't think that it looks too gold on me. Yeah, so I just love this highlighter. I'm probably gonna buy one more because it's a limited edition and I don't want to run out. But do you see how like just wet looking that is? Like I honestly like, I'm not sure which one I like more. If I like the Amrezy highlighter or if I like the Becca Champagne Pop. So for setting spray, I'm using the Pixi Makeup Mist. I'm gonna go finish getting ready. I'm gonna like do my hair and like clean up a little bit for you guys and I'll be right back. Alright you guys, that completes the final look of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. My final thoughts, I kind of touched on it earlier. It is a perfect palette for everyday glam. However, if you already have the colors in the palette, maybe not worth your money. But if you are a makeup collector, you're passionate about makeup or you're passionate about that brand, definitely recommend the palette. The colors are very workable. You can do so many different looks. I did go with a darker look. But yeah, I think it, you know, works for day, it works for night. But you heard about my discrepancy with Anastasia Beverly Hills and my direct order coming broken and then not even hearing back from the company. I just feel like you can't have errors in, you know, as a brand anymore. Like any company, like customer service is so important, and I just feel like, you know, once that trust is broken, like, why am I gonna buy directly from you? I'll just go through Sephora, and then you're gonna lose money that way because I know Sephora probably charges a fee to carry Anastasia Beverly Hills. So, you know, just don't have shitty customer service if you're a makeup brand or anything really. You know, make your customers happy, make them feel comfortable, make them feel like they can trust you. And, you know, getting a response so quickly from a brand on Twitter and then like not hearing back from the actual brand itself when you contact them is like, what the fuck? And I'm sure I could have called and, you know, gotten through to somebody that way. But I know they would have done the same thing. They would have just said, we'll send it back, we'll send you another palette, but we don't do exchanges, so you're gonna have to buy the new palette. And like, no, I'm not doing it anymore. So unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to be more patient and order directly from Sephora. But as far as the product itself goes, I love it, I'm happy with it. It's a palette that I could bring with me when I'm traveling because you can create so many looks with it. Is it super innovative and different? No. But as far as the highlighter, they did a great job. I do think that Amrezy is just like one of those makeup artists or influencers, fashion influencers. I don't even know what the fuck she is, other than just being popular on Instagram. I think it was, you know, was a great highlighter. My only question, and I believe the beauty news touched on this earlier too, is they question if that highlighter is different than the one that they have in like their staple collection. There is another highlighter on their website. I'm actually gonna look it up. So it's called the Illuminator highlighter. These that come in this packaging. There was like a gold one that came out at one point, and people, well not people, but the girls on Beauty News made a good point. They wonder if it's just this highlighter reformulated. I can't imagine that Amrezy would come out with something that wasn't her own, because I feel like she really takes ownership over things that she's involved in, especially when it comes to like her image. So I don't see her repackaging, but I do wonder if maybe they kind of followed that ingredients list and developed this new one and maybe altered it a little bit. But if you like a highlighter that looks wet, doesn't have a lot of like kickback, isn't powdery, doesn't emphasize texture, I definitely would purchase this one. It's sold out on the Anastasia website, I believe. Let me double check. Oh no, they have it, add to cart, okay. Oh wait, no, yeah, so this item is currently not available. So it's sold out on their website, but it's gonna be coming to Sephora and Ulta. Yeah, Sephora and Ulta should both be getting it soon. So I would recommend getting it. It's only $28 and then tax, so you're probably looking at like $31, $32. But a little goes a long way, and it is really beautiful. And I do think it works on fair skin tones too. So if you do bronze your face a little more, I think that helps. I kind of want to try it just on my bare skin and like see how it works just on natural skin with no foundation or anything, and see if that's where the gold is really gonna resonate. But yeah, so anyways, sorry for rambling so much. You know, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on social media at meribahMUA, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Oh yeah, and please leave a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this look. Let me know what products you would like to see me try or looks you'd like to see. I would be happy for anything, you know, let me know. Hit me up down below, okay? And I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are. Bye.